Alright, good afternoon, everybody. Sorry, I got a mouthful of food at the moment. As always, I went and got my afternoon snack lunch, and boom! Storm goes up. Gotta go. You know. That's just how it be. Watching this thing off to the right here. New tower going up. What day is today? Saturday? It is. Hope you're all having a fine Saturday. Kane and Yari. We got Yari from Finland in the chat. What up, Yari? The United States misses you already. Forgive me while I finish up my chicken Caesar wrap here. Man can't even get 5 minutes to eat. Not an explosive tower yet, but enough. Chicken wrap has been ingested. Hey Debbie, hope you're having a good Sunday, Saturday, whatever day it is. I don't even know anymore. Not a lot of vertical growth on this tower yet, but that new push looks all right.
Tops are going up, so we'll see what this can do. You know, it's pretty far ahead of the movement, so I would say that this one is in the best environment looking at odds.
Yeah, I agree. It's right on that lifting boundary. If it can ride it, yeah, good times. Pretty easy path to get on the storm. Pretty much just have to drive straight up to it. Make sure the volume is down on the speaker. Make sure Bluetooth is off. So many steps. All right. Our storm of interest is just on the left side of the screen here. Excuse me. Good grief. What are we doing, people? Speeding them at 65 and we're doing 57. Alright, y'all, let's use this passing lane so we can get around Pokey McPokerton trailer here. That's better. There's our zone of interest. There we go. Ah, just as our lane ends. That's storm to the northeast. It's totally on this boundary. Just needs to keep going up. Echo Cups. That's a better push right there. Really not that far from that, so we'll be on it soon. Got to activate Speedify, so there might be a brief pause in the stream, but it'll come back in a few seconds. time I have to do that. We broke 40,000 feet, so that's a sign. God dang it, stupid radio. We broke 40,000 feet. That's nice.
A lower base is developing too.
Time to seek shortcuts away from the main highways? Nah, I don't think so. We'll be alright. I love when they speed up when you get a passing lane. You go 4 under the whole time, then you get a passing lane and you step on the gas. There's a word for that, but I'm not going to say it out loud. This is a family-friendly environment. Thank you for the super chat, Debbie. Much appreciated. I was starting to wonder if those still worked. If you're watching, give a W for Debbie. Because Debbie's awesome. Yes, Debbie does get a permanent W. But it's nice to get sprinkles on top. Like the permanent W is the cake, and the daily W's are the sprinkles. Who doesn't like sprinkles on their cake? You're on the wrong channel, because I love sprinkles. There. It's back over here like this. What are we doing? Oh. Makes sense, I guess. Taking a back road. Looks like go get him, cowboy. I should have exited there. Good job, Adam, you dummy. We're going to pull over and about face, because I was supposed to turn there. When it's safe, of course. And it's safe right now. Sweet. We're gonna bank west the way that boundary's lifting into the storms. I went west, so if y'all went east, good luck.
I'm just going north. I'm going behind the cold front.
That's a move. That's how legends do it.
I don't like it, that close stuff forming by Maryville, Kansas. I'm coming into Wichita now, so my plan is basically get to Victoria and then straight north.
Yeah, that's the stuff I'm heading towards. I like the mergers that are about to happen, and then there's a northwest lifting boundary that's about to hit that stuff. So I've seen that before. That one to the east, I don't know. I don't know. I'm banking on west right now.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that way too. This stuff. Yeah, meta-analysis kind of has the 0-3 bullseye kind of centered over Manhattan area right now. So lots of vorticity too. I'll probably be late for the Tornadic show, but probably get some epic structure as it comes into view.
Yeah, I think it's time to stack some dinner plates today.
I like pancake stack.
I'm a waffle guy myself, but I'll take pancake stacks too.
Waffles are superior.
But driving up, looking at that tower to the east, I wasn't super impressed by it. I looked at some of the feeds, and I was like, it's going to the river crossing. So I'm just like, you know what? I like what's setting up to the west too. So that's what I'm hedging my bets on right now. chase some storms. I gotta redeem myself after getting the wrong tornadoes in my home state 2 days ago. I turned my back on the Illinois Warm Front, which is that's something that Illinois residents should never do. And I did it. I've been in Texas too long. It corrupted me. And I paid the price. I paid the price. Looks like some good mergers are about to happen, and there's a northwest lifting boundary about to get into those storms. I've seen that happen. What happens when good stuff like that happens? So, yeah. Thank you, Seth, for the $50 super chat. Everyone give Seth a big W. Much appreciated. That repays the gas that I wasted getting baited south by the boundary. I had my target city. I posted for the subscribers and channel members. I got there, and the alpha boundary kept going south. So I said, "Oh, I better follow it." So I followed it 30 more miles south. I get to I-70, and then the boundary lifts back north. So I had to turn around back north and go the same 30 miles. Like, really? We're doing this today? Jason's on child duty today, I think. Otherwise, he would have been up here. Funny thing is, I've driven this route this year. Already. So how far do I have to go? Am I really 30 miles away? That's not good. Thought we were closer than that. Oh boy. I hope we're not late. That boundary's still well enough to the south. It's moving fast. We've got to get there. Boy, there's a string of cars flying up behind me. They've got to be chasers. I'm already doing 10 over. These people are flying. 100% they're chasers. They gotta be. We're gonna have to do some passing here in a moment. Yeah, it's a Subaru, so yeah, that's gotta be. Let's see what's behind the Subaru. Something else. They're already driving on the yellow lane like they want to pass. Calm yourself down. We'll get around them. I can understand why some people despise chasers. Whoever's behind me is unhinged. But I know. We need to get there. Coming into a town. Forecast better if you're in that much of a hurry. Granted, I could say the same to myself. Oh, it's that red truck that I was behind earlier. Well, whatever way they took clearly wasn't a better way. You're gonna pass on top of a hill? No, I will swerve and block it, because if you hit someone head on, I'm gonna catch your shrapnel. And I don't feel like doing that. Truck coming up the hill, no pass. Really? Y'all are turning off? Alright. Kind of surprised by that. You turn off unless you're torn on which way you want to go. Unless they think they can get around Seneca, Kansas by taking the back road.
Oh, goody. Clear interstate of 49 is low religion clubs, and they're making it up on certain streets.
Did you say I-35 was closed and you have to detour?
Yep. I-5 and 135 interchange is completely closed, and they force you off the Kellogg Drive, and then having to take Service Street to get back on and go one lane, one direction.
Oh no, I hope that ain't too costly.
Nope, not either. I'm about to get back on the opposite direction of Kellogg and get onto the one lane. There's not even any warning signs that they're doing road work, except for a couple of lanes closed, but they have the entire interstate closed.
Yeah, in the middle of the day too. That seems optimal. He's speaking, but I'm not receiving.
So it should only be about 5 minute delay, but still, that's infuriating.
Yeah, 5 minutes is everything sometimes. I'm coming through Seneca now. That Marysville storm is starting to get the look on reflectivity. Why are people pulling over?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm hauling ass.
I'm trying to, but when the speed limit's 35, it's like, there's only so much I can do.
Have you seen any police on that road to Seneca?
Nope, I'm just coming out of the west. God damn it. Nope, I'm just leaving town now where the speed limit goes back to 65. So yeah, it's time to fly now. I only caught the very last part of that.
You got me, Adam?
Thank you, Samantha, for the $25 PayPal. Yes, I heard that, where you asked if I got you. I got you, baby. Dun, 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 dun. Isn't that a song?
Yeah, I was just saying that Pawnee City store.
Oh, the one that's due north? Yeah, it's got a wall cloud coming down. So I've got eyes on it if it tries to act a fool. I'll send a picture in chat.
Okay, cool. Visibility's really good today, which is nice.
Well, I'm blocked by a hill right now, so stand by. But I'll send a picture in chat here in a moment. Inflow is really starting to increase on the Marysville storm. And it looks like an RFT is developing on radar.
Just check it out. That's gotta be fun.
It looks like inflow is increasing quickly on the Marysville storm with an RFT developing, so that is still my target storm. But since I got eyes on this Pawnee City one, we'll see. Alright, I can see some lowering off to the left there. It's far. It is ramping up. Just need to get there. Not terribly far from it, but the lead one definitely looks like it's taking over, which is what we want, especially right as this boundary's about to lift into it. But I'm still like 15 miles out, so go, 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 go. It needs to wait. Oh boy. Oh boy. We will try to get around it.
Storm to the west. Sorry, that was the Chinese people.
Do share. Doing 7 under. This ain't good. Hopefully, I see my opportunity here.
hope for you guys that this doesn't go messy too quickly.
I'm sure it will. We don't have any 850s yet.
For me, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make the Maryville storm per se, but I'm going to probably be eating California stuff.
Yeah, you'll be able to. Yeah, you'll be able to easily catch whatever evolves out of all this. Alright, I've got to go. Turning. This Marysville storm is starting to turn right. About 2.5 miles, I'll turn south. Try to make it cut off by the core. You don't want that. Off to the left there. Barely see it with my eyes. So we gotta try to head off this core. This thing keeps turning south. Or I can just keep going straight to Marysville. I'm gonna turn left on this Highway 99 coming up here. And it looks like I've got a road that goes through a couple towns, which means it should be of decent quality. Well, of course they're going to make the same turn I am. I hate when they do that, but it really is the best call right now to anticipate the southeast turn. Oh my God, how much traffic is coming out of Marysville? These can't be chasers. We're too far ahead of the storm. Go! They're turning left. Seconds matter. Alright. So I'll go down, what is that? 6 miles or so, and then go east. All I ask is that y'all move with a sense of purpose. So far we are.
Morning for you guys.
Yeah, it's diving southeast. I can see the blocky lowering in the distance, but I can't confirm nothing at the moment. Plus I got a new hill in my way. But I'll turn back. I'm going south to get ahead of the core, and then I'll be turning back west in about 5 miles.
By the river is starting to look now. That was really making up over
Oh boy, yeah. I saw it going towards the river, and that, for me, that was a no, trying to deal with the crossing. And then you have that janky terrain. Ah. Of course, it ain't much better over here. So there's this road that goes to Winifred, Kansas. Yeah, Winifred. That's where I'll be turning in. About 2 miles. We'll see if all these people do the same thing. It's gridded here, but it's also dirt and mud. But since this road goes into a couple towns, it should be at least gravel and better maintained. I'm not scared of mud and whatnot, but not when I'm behind playing catch-up mode. That stuff can slow you down. Oh, I love being in the Dixie part of Kansas right now. So 1 mile, they're making my turn. I hope I'm the only one who makes the turn, but something tells me I won't be. It's the best plan right now, in my opinion. You need the fastest road to get you there when you're this far behind still. So it's probably right up here where these power lines are. They're not turning. I almost missed the turn. Too busy paying attention to what other drivers are. So there's our storm off in the distance. one. Hopefully that lets us peek in there a little better. It looks very outflowy to me. Because that's funny. So normally this approach would be fine. Considerable severe. I ain't worried about that. I want the tornado. Oh, what a behemoth, though. Looking. Of course, now I got all these wind farms in the way. I think there was a perch that I could go to back over there. Got power line. Try to find a clear view of this. I think this little exit's for. I might unplug my stream real quick. For some reason, I think this cord is loose. So I am going to lose y'all for just a second. Looks like a lot of outflow pushing out though. It's probably about as good of a view as I'm going to get right here. Yeah, this will work. Good luck seeing a tornado in this. Mean looking storm though. It'll come back.
At least this is a mean looking storm.
I'm gonna take the overlay off real quick. Look at this tornado warning monster south of Marysville, Kansas. Huge gust front. Blue hail core up in there. This thing means business. See, this gust front is pushing south. That was my computer. It's pretty wicked looking. I don't see much rotation though. It's going to be really rain wrapped if it's there. Look at this tornado-warned monster south of Marysville, Kansas. So close to the ground. Deep blue hail core. You can see some dust getting pushed out there. Very strong winds. The storm means business. Probably just try our best to stay ahead of it, see if it wraps up. But I'm guessing it's just all gonna cluster out. I don't see any rotation. It's all outflowing gust front getting pushed this way and quickly too. So I better skedaddle if I don't want to get ran over. So we'll stay ahead of it until it looks like it's going to wrap up, if it does. There's no sense in getting ran over by a shelf cloud and being out of play for something tornadic later if it happens. Bear with me. Really? Oh my gosh. Storm chasers. Well, let's try to not be in their dust cloud. guy gets to where he's going. Oh, we're north of Blue Rapids, where the sheriffs aren't fans of this. Thank you, Micah. I'm west of Frankfort now. I will stay on the gravel roads and avoid the main highway to get it. Boy, this storm is blue. Trees and hills. This is not a flat part of Kansas. Very, very annoying. Kind of got a view here. That'll suffice for a short minute. look at the store. There's no like, it's beautiful, but this terrain is horrible to see the grounds. Oh, I should be filming this. God dang it. Yeah, I forgot to turn. it's got rotation right there.
I'm going for the storm west Carolina.
Alright, bag and tack. Maybe that'll be the one. This thing is very HD and outflowing. A couple of like transit areas of rotation in the south, but nothing tight.
Yeah, the upscale growth kind of got really big, and I was like, well, might as well deviate just due west to this storm that just lot of vorticity. Maybe a landspout.
Semblance. Are you good, Brandon? I was just asking if you were good.
Oh yeah, I'm good.
You're just...
They're stuck on the other side of the train, so I told them worst case scenario, jump the train and hop in with me.
Who's good? That happened to me 2 days ago.
Yep. Yep.
Oh. I'm gonna sit here for a moment. Oh, I see them all there. That thing had a middle pusher. It's going to be there a while. Yep. Oh boy. All right, good luck. Stay safe. In there. I don't see nothing tornado-y. No, not the best spot to stop because it's over a hill. So let's do this. We're not gonna hold this line long. May get ahead for a structure show. clean. Very linear already, so I might just go for the structure show. I hope it's really gnarly. I mean, it's in here to say that I'm gonna blast ahead and do the structure show. I'm under it right now, though. We'll see if I can get out. I don't think there's anything more tornadic. It's so linear. It'll be very random, and so yeah, I might go for the structure here. Hey, there was a little vorticey in Brandon's dust there. trying to stay out of their dust cloud. Yeesh. I mean, at least the road's gravel, right? So dusty. Glad I changed my air filter 2 weeks ago. I'm guessing this isn't going to have a very healthy shelf either. Just looks very disheveled just from... Usually the good shelves are very tight to the precip. Precip is way back there and the leading edge is way up in front. That usually means it's kind of a mushy shelf. You need that gradient to be tight. That's when you get the really dramatic. That's when you get the dramatic stuff. Oh, we got a tornado warning for the west there. Oh, good thing I'm heading south. Get in front of it. Tornado warning for Westmoreland. Southwest of us. And we are stopping live. They had the stop signs. We did not. I love it. Driving around in little four-wheel dinghies in these kind of storms. That's how y'all end up victims of weather. the shelf does look way better down there, so that's going to be the prerogative. I'll have to start passing people if I get a moment. While we're coming east side of town. Wheaton, Kansas. We have a Wheaton as a suburb of Chicago too. A lot more populated than Wheaton, Kansas. The irony is I'd rather live in Wheaton, Kansas. Come on. Go, go, go. Come on, Extreme Storm Chaser.net. Be extreme and hit the gas. I have dust in the rotor, I can hear it grinding. Beautiful shelf. I'm just going to focus on the structure. I don't even care about the tornado warning. It's probably a bedded little dust world. The shelf on the tornado warn portion is pretty epic. That probably didn't go through. Worthless radio, come on. Worthless. Two bars and it doesn't work. Alright, both of y'all go straight. No, wait. Nope, I didn't want to do that. Son of a... I got confused. That crap always confuses me. I did want to turn. Come on, transmission. Jeez, kick in. Nice delay in reverse there as I'm going down the hill. Spooky. Yeah, no, we want to go south. These ones always get me. See the Curly Q signature on radar. I need to get out from under the grunge of this so I can look straight at that structure. There's an epic view to be had. Just have to get the right positioning on it. I'm going to try to do it. Thankfully, the car in front of me is a chaser because they're hauling pretty good. Here's what we're going after down there. We'll get that bad boy in frame. I don't even care about the little embedded Curly Q tornado warning. That structure is way cooler. Hopefully it maintains. good structure like that is fleeting. You get it for 10 minutes and then it's gone. So hopefully I'm not wasting it driving, but I got to get out from under the shelf that's overhead to get this full view. What perfect timing, just as I'm almost out from under it. The person in front of me understands the assignment. That's what we like to see. The key is moving faster than the storm. And the storm is moving how fast? Let's look at the severe warning for that, because this comes from it's canceled. Well, what did the old ones say? Moving southeast at 40. Which is right in that middle. It's not slow, but it's not a rocket. It's just brisk enough. Sadly, if I'm doing 80, which I'm not, you're only gaining half a mile a minute. If I'm doing my math right. It's not that much. That gives you 30 seconds outside. Do they go straight or do they Hopefully there's a view on the other side. It was pretty cool looking. Check that out. You see that portion on the right? That's the part I was trying to get under. It breaks up the uniformity of the shelf. Top of this next hill up here. Hopefully it will provide what we seek. I think the power line's at this. Perfect. I hate when it does that. Ooh, it's another hill. Come on. That shelf is going to be overhead. Why can't Kansas? Why can't you be flat right here? Now I'm going to get here and there's going to be another hill. Which one's the peak? Peak. Let this be the peak. Something tells me there's just another hill. No, it's peak enough. Actually, it is peak. But of course, it's narrow, and I've got nowhere to really pull over. And why is there a car coming? Good night. Never alone, I swear. So I gotta wait for you to come by. Car, get out of here, you're ruining my shot. Like seriously, this is what I call the Truman effect. Wide, empty road. And then you get to one car. At least it's a local, not a chaser. Come on. You know what, I realize I'm not in a good spot because if someone comes tearing balls up that hill, over that hill, they would not be able to stop it. Oh, this was probably the view I wanted the whole time. The view I want the whole time. No, shelf is coming fast too. That's the problem. Only get a few fleeting. All that work just for, you know, not even a minute. And then it's blown out by vehicle headlights. Chance of fate. Someone comes down this spot right here, I'll cry. This is like literally the middle of nowhere. Look at this shelf cloud. North of Manhattan, Junction City, Kansas. You can see the whole countryside. So I am north of, this is where? Flush, Kansas, north of Manhattan. Alright, well, we'll stay ahead of it because that's about all you can do. See how fast that gets over you? Oh, I should be time-lapsing. Of course, now I'm going to go south, so it really doesn't matter. See how fast it comes over you, though? You don't get very many moments. That's why it's such a haul to get down to them, to get in front of them. And then you just get a minute. That's beautiful, beautiful shelf. I will take that kind of structure any day if my storm's not going to be tornadic. So it tells me this is where I'm going to end up meeting the Chaser conga line. Look at all them headlights coming down the road. See, it's already like on top of me. If I were to zoom up, you'd see the other layers. That's how fast they get on top of you. Really got to try to be like 15 miles out of it, which takes moving 40 miles an hour. It takes it's driving 80. It's pretty hard to do. You need to like have the interstate or a wide open highway with no traffic or towns. That's just the math of the game. Here's the math of the game too. Which Chaser am I gonna cut off to get on this road? Because all of you putzes are coming over this hill. Gosh dang it. I'm just gonna have to like drive in the opposite lane and weave my way in. There's the Dominator. I should have done it to them. Look, Mom, following the Dom on the Storm Chaser. Look at me go. If they got their follow vehicle, he's gonna be mad. He gets mad when you get in between them. Outflow winds just hit. Too bright, too bright. Let's put a little bit lower. That's everybody's favorite Storm Chaser. With all the dust blown in the air. This thing has peaked out a big old gust front. So. Maybe the chase is over. Yeah, sadly you're going to be waiting a minute. Zero Z magic. Is it gonna kick in? I guess we'll find out. That looks like the perfect balance. I'm turning here. People are starting to turn off. They were nowhere near me. Dumb car. It was telling me I was going to hit them. This toaster van is the weakest link in this caravan right now. You know, it's funny. We got like a 300-mile long squall line, and like 90% of the Chase community is on this little part of it. Don't really have a good way to break away. I-70 is just to my south. We go through town here. Yeah, there's not really a good way for me to break away. Unless I want to just let it run me over. That's cool. People taking pictures, appreciating the beauty of the shelf. We're going to be coming into, what is that, Wamego? Wamego, Kansas. I'll flip the overlay on. Pretty much just gotta go straight through town. Hopefully some chasers are taking pictures, break up the caravan. I want to get way ahead of it. Spend some time with it, but chaser traffic in towns are what slow you down. This area is not gridded enough for me to just be able to go a mile in a different direction and then keep the same distance. There's only just a couple of highways and some janky side roads that they go a mile or two and then they tee off, and it just doesn't work. So your best bet's the main highway, as imperfect as it is. You just hope that people start to turn. Take the pictures. Let's see how we looking. Not as impressive, but it is almost on top of me. About 10 seconds to get through this light. 9, 8. I don't know. Those Aeromax. I know what they're doing. They want the pictures of the downtown shot with the shells. What I was trying to do. Car behind me got stopped. There's actually no one coming on this bridge. I've got a few seconds. I got lucky. There's no one behind me coming. Alright. Wasn't as good as I thought it would be. Alright, we gotta go. Get way ahead, get way ahead, get way ahead, get way ahead. And everyone who's flying south is doing it for the same reasons. Photo ops. Braking why? The people in front of you are not braking. And they're swerving half off the road. Oh, we are not with it. Everyone's setting up for the photos? Okay, that's cool. Yeah, you are all over the place. Also, not keeping up with the line. Epic, alright. This stuff is getting pretty epic, but we still gotta get further. Still gotta get further. We're getting the epic perspective back. I could have stopped there, but I'd have another 30 seconds and then I'd lose it. I want minutes. I'm trying to get y'all minutes with it. Quality minutes. Not jinky minutes. Miles to I-70. I can get there quickly. That might be a cool spot to stop. Lose my GR3 right now. Really? Just to hit a bump and hit the button and close it. Man, this boundary is hauling. Gosh, dang. Definitely moving faster than 40. It might just be pacing me at 65 here. because we're turning. Alright. We're a photography group and we found our spot. And you in front of me should be passing in the shoulder instead of braking. This has been Adam's backseat driving lesson. Front seat driving lesson. Here's I-70. We'll get past I-70. Then maybe I'll try and look for a spot. This thing's going as fast as I am. I'm not going to gain much ground unless the road opens up and I can drive, which, hey, it might, because it looks like people are turning. Coming into the Flint Hills now. Whack roads, but can be some really pretty views if you find the right spot. I'm trying to get way ahead to get a few minutes with the shelf. It's pretty awesome looking. So I want to try to find a perch where I can watch it for 5 minutes. But it's also moving like 60 miles an hour, so. Stevens on the Mitchell, Kansas store. Looks pretty cool. But I don't know where Mitchell, Kansas is. It's 108 miles. Okay, it's north of Hutchinson. Due west by 2 hours. Oh, okay. We're not getting on that one. All right. Let's see what one they're on. Coming into Alma. Sometimes I wonder how far these other folks are trying to drive too, because I'm going trying to get pretty far ahead of this. Most chasers don't want to do that, so I'm surprised I'm still dealing with them. we'll see part of it here through the trees if the exposure doesn't overexpose, which it looks like it did. Oh, there you go. The part that's behind me looks better. You just can't gain any ground when you have to slow down like this, even for 2 minutes. The storm catches up to you by 2 miles when they're moving that fast. So it sucks. This is where being in the Dakotas helps, because your highway's 80 miles an hour and they just go for 300 miles with no obstructions. And here we're gonna do a full stop. We're gonna look around. Yeah, I see him looking at me in my mirror. Yes, you got someone behind me. Hopefully this is where they're going out for dinner in Alma, Kansas. Looks like a nice town. You should spend some time here. $83 degrees, according to the bank. Storm chasers would go, well, what's the dew point? Oh, yeah, they're spending some time. Sweet. Okay, I've gained some distance. Now we need a view that I can take advantage of. Of course, we're at the bottom of a bowl valley, so I'm assuming once I turn here, we're going to be climbing out of it. There's a smoldering pile of something there. Okay. So I will try to climb out of this valley. Don't want any trees around, so we will go until the trees clear. One chaser in front of you. That's all it takes. Cool shelf. Just trying to find the spot to take advantage of. Well, this road might be just paralleling this valley, which ain't gonna do me any good for a while. Amazing how I crisscrossed the high plains and beautiful flat terrain for like 3 weeks. Come up short with structure and beastly storms, and when you get back in the hills and trees, that's what storms just like. They like hills and trees. Probably should have went east. That's something. At least it's 2 lanes. It'd be 2 lanes and a little open, and I could pass it. Oh, Adam wanted to be slick and cut through the Flint Hills, thinking he'd have it all to himself. Alta Vista, I can get over there. That might have some views. Only see the top part of the shelf because the hills are blocking it. Bummer. This road kind of parallels inside the valley instead of going through it. So we're just driving at the bottom of it. So I got hills on each side. I've never taken this road before. Oh, I know what Highway 99 is like. Oh, that might. Oh, dang, okay. That would have been a spot. If I could pull over, I might take that for a moment, but I got someone behind me. Maybe there's another one up here. That was actually a good spot back there. Exactly what I've been looking for. What about this one here? Go back to that other one. Just to look at it for a couple minutes. That spot had a really nice view over the valley. Kind of exactly what we were looking for. There's that same red truck from earlier. The question is, where was it? We know it's back here. Oh, there it is. Gosh. We're just going to back up down it. Because, yeah. nice little pull off here. It kind of overlooks the whole valley. Big old dramatic Selfie McShelferton. Help if I put the car in park. Yeah. Yeah. Stupid piano. Tom, Dick, and Harry is coming around this way. There she be. Thank you, Allie. Yeah, it is nice. That's all she's got to offer. See how fast? Oh, why aren't I time lapsing this? God, I'm stupid. See how fast it comes over you though? We'll get moving here in a second, just because. I was trying to film ambient quiet, but now we got a parade of chasers. Let's try that again. Well, then my cooling fan decided to go off. 3.0 has an obnoxiously loud cooling fan. Why? I don't know. But, alright. We will continue on. There is some more, this is a little bit more semi-discreet west of Wichita. And that's the path I gotta go anyway, so we'll keep all that in somewhat play. It's not much of a play, but it's potentially something. I'm glad I went when I did, because there's a whole parade of headlights behind me. Tornado warnings in Arkansas lately. Arkansas hasn't even been in the severe risks, but they've been getting fluke tornado warnings. Tornado yesterday. Might have been the day before. Oh, did you find a spot you want to take pictures? I'll bet you did. Of course we're turning left. I was going to do the same. This will actually get me to the interstate quicker, which I'm okay with. Out of Topeka. It is booking it, Allie, that's for sure. Sadly, my road came to a T. I could either go straight west or straight east. If I would have went straight west, I would have ended up under it. At least going straight east keeps me ahead of it. And it actually gets me to the interstate quicker, I-35. So then I can start really getting towards Wichita. So it'll work, kind of, sort of. We'll see. Somehow I always end up behind the one other car. That's as far as I can turn the camera. That's a cool shelf. Losing a little bit of its structural integrity. You know, overall the storm gusted out, so it's in a dissipating stage. Where's the nearest road? How do I get to I-35? Let's see. If I can't get to I-35 until Emporia, that'll suck. Let's see here. Doesn't look like any of these have ramps. Well, because it's the turnpike, so yeah. Okay. I see where I can hopefully get onto the turnpike there. Gotta take 56, 99 to 56. That's my closest. Whoa. Oh, that's about where I thought. Or can I go straight east? Does that way have a way to get out? It does not. That's weird. Alright, 99 to 56 it is. A little bit longer than I thought, but it'll be alright. Plan overall stays the same. Tried to tilt the phone down and it popped off the MagSafe. So we'll just leave it where it is. a whole parade of headlights behind me catching up. Maybe it's time to go around Pokey McPokerton here. Or I end up in a conga line I don't want to be in. They only speed up when there's a passing lane. See that? I don't understand why drivers do that. You were just going 55. Now you get a passing lane and you're going up to 72. I'll get around you next time. Except we're going into a tunnel. Now that I see you're that car, see now that's a non-passing, so we're going to slow down. Speed up since it's passing. Not a good passing lane. That was really short. What am I passing, a donkey? Enjoying the scenery. What town is this? Estridge? Estridge, Kansas, or Eskridge. Estridge or Eskridge? Oh, this would be a beautiful view if the shelf. It's losing its oomph a little bit. Eskridge, okay, not Estridge. Let's hope Pokey over here turns left or right at this intersection. Please turn left. Oh, that song, Please Stand Up. Please stand up. Oh, that's Eminem. Please stand up. Oh, you're going straight, aren't you? Eskridge. Express. Do not pass. No, this doesn't look like a good spot to attempt such maneuvers. Road actually goes like perfectly straight after this. We'll get them then, as long as it's not too hilly. Speed limit's 60. Too bad we're doing 49. They keep severe warning the outflow here. You know, the shelf cloud represents the leading edge of that. Pass with care. Oh, I intend to. Oh, here's my chance. I just now hit the speed limit. How about that? Gotta hit, what was it? What was my route? It was 56. Yes. Looks like that gets me to 35. And then we'll see. We'll see if any of the semi-discrete stuff by Wichita is worth playing, or if the line starts to perk up. We got the low-level jack kicking in, etc., etc. Late evening dynamics. Our storm would have been, when we first got on it, it had some good areas of spin, but yeah, it just went linear too quickly. We didn't have the low-level shear. No 850s, no low-level support. Storm just dumped its core and gusted out. Maybe like that. Almost looks like that one spot wants to try to catch up to the boundary. If it does that, it'll go tornadic. Should probably watch that. Just south of the radar near Alta Vista. Instead of getting on the interstate, I'll go east. Stay with it. It's about to run over that intersection I was at, and then it's going to overtake everybody. Where I would turn to get to the interstate. Yeah, otherwise will help you out a lot. It's a great app. Ottawa, Kansas. Maybe some winds coming through. Nothing tornadic. Overall, not the worst type of storm. Should be alright. Go. think this thing's grabbing the mountain. So we'll take the interstate. Stuff by Wichita doesn't look very healthy either. Shelf not looking as pronounced as it was. It's getting smaller and flatter. A little less stacked. So I think we saw it at peak. Bugs. I'll go west briefly just to look at it. Might be the final showdown. Time lapse it approaching. Get a good view. Nice paved road now. See if there's a view down here. Time lapse the approach maybe. Trees, tall trees. Not a good view. Alright. Not a good view. We'll go back to the main road. Instead of making a 4-mile square, we'll just go back to the main road. Chasing is so much more leisurely and boring when there's no tornadoes happening. This shelf isn't even that great, to be honest with y'all. I'll give it a 4 out of 10. Earlier we probably peaked at about a 7, maybe an 8. about a 4 now. Maybe some parts are 5 if you bribe me enough. Oh, I forgot I had a whole line of chasers behind me. Oh, gosh. Hopefully they're not. Hopefully some of them stopped off. There's just a few of them going by. Okay. That's not too bad. Some of them must have pulled off. Yeah, I'm going to get to the interstate and generally head towards home. I've been gone since May 16th. Actually, I left May 15th to chase May 16th. And technically, when I get home, it'll be June 14th. Literally, almost an entire month. It's the longest I've ever been gone. Oh, there's traffic out here. Good night. Middle of nowhere. Three miles to the interstate. That's probably where I'll shut this down. I give props to the chasers that'll ride and die this thing until dark, hoping for any chance of a spinning grass blade. But me, I call it when I know it's time to call it. When the shelf cloud is lessening. Some people will ride this till 11 p.m. They're the young ones. I'm the old one. Junction 335. go towards Emporia. Pedestrians prohibited. Emporia. Wichita. This be the way. I'll see if there's a spot I can get over. Well, let's see what kind of view we got at the top of this hill. Probably not. Alright, y'all, I think I'll shut her down. Just start heading for home. First time in a month. I could use a few down days. I got a tour coming up. Though I'll probably have to go up to Illinois on Wednesday, Chase Wednesday. Turn and burn to Denver for the following day for my tour. The life of a storm chaser. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. 15 amazing souls. And I'll catch y'all on the next